Hello and good evening everyone, and I know you're going to say, what the hell is going on with my hair? Now, I assure you I'm not trying to emulate CC from Westchester, New York, but I've just got to get this shit sorted out. Now the holiday season is upon us. I know a lot of people are going to be attending parties and what have you, and there may be a time when you want to hook onto somebody's Wi-Fi. Now, I was in a situation myself the other day at a party, not a rambunctious party, but a party nonetheless, and nobody in the house could remember what the Wi-Fi password was. It was a relative, so it's all good. But there was a trick I found out recently where if you're in a situation where you are allowed to use the internet but nobody knows the password, there was a quick way of finding out if somebody's already connected to that Wi-Fi. Now, a couple of things to take note of. Obviously, if you're going to somebody else's house and using the Wi-Fi, always ask permission first. The internet is not free. People have to pay for it. And as long you need to borrow someone else's device, and you have to have their permission as well. So, just to make sure we're all legal and above board and not breaking any rules here. So I'm going to go grab my other phone. Got to clean up the kitchen first, actually, so maybe later. And I will quickly show you this very quick trick. You don't have to jailbreak anything. There's no hacking involved. You may have to download a specific app. I'll show you the one I've got. It's a very generic QR code reader. There's hundreds of them on Google Play or the App Store. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm back. The kitchen is clean. Well, it's cleaner than it was. Still recovering from the refit. So the idea is that you need to get onto somebody's Wi-Fi, but nobody can remember the password. This happened to me a couple of days ago. I think it was at my sister's house. They just hooked up to it and they've lost a piece of cardboard the Wi-Fi code was written down on. Luckily there was a way you can get around this. I'm using Android phones because it's what I've got available, and now I did try to do this with getting the Wi-Fi code off an iPhone. It didn't work. It does work with the Samsung. So what I'm going to do here, once this bloody thing starts up, I'm going to use this phone as the donor. And why are you optimizing now? So this will be where I get the code from, and this one I'm going to use to find out what the Wi-Fi password is. Hopefully it'll all be in focus. Hopefully you'll be able to see what's going on. If I turn that brightness down, that might help. Possibly. This has decided to. There we go. Right, just quickly tap into this one because I need to put my code in. I like you guys, but I'm not going to tell you everything. So ideally what you need to do is you scroll down on, obviously I'm going to be concentrating on the Android here because this is what I've got. Scroll down once you're connected to the Wi-Fi, and let me get this brightness down so as well you can see this. Thanks very much. I might get a lot of junk on this now because I haven't used this phone in ages. Go into the settings. I'm going to blur that out because I don't like you guys, but not that much. Connections, Wi-Fi. Click the SSID that the phone is connected to, the one that's actually got access to the internet. Right down the bottom here, you'll have fingers crossed, you'll have an option for a QR code. QR code, there is your QR code with the SSID. So on the phone you want to connect to the Wi-Fi, that isn't already connected. To get your QR code reader, whichever it is, I'll find a link for the one I've got. It's this one I have. Okay, now I'm going to be careful here because this is going to show up all the information I don't want to show off. So, right, that is done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm not going to show you because this is my private Wi-Fi connection. But what you'll have is the SSID, or the name of the network, the type of encryption, and the password. Okay, that is as simple as that. Now with this QR scanner I've got, you can press one button and it'll automatically connect to the Wi-Fi connected. So done. Another way of doing it, if your camera is connected, is equipped with a QR code reader anyway, which is handy, as you scan it, it will come with the option to automatically connect to the network. If you don't want to do it that way, or if you can't do it that way, or if you don't have this option, because this is a quite very recent version of the operating system, Android 13, my god, what is on in my head today? You can connect automatically, but take a picture, go back into the app, And up here, I don't know how we're going to see that. Oh yes, there we go, that one there. That is how you upload a photo. So gallery, I'm just going to tap on that one, and again I'm going to not to reveal anything, and start, and again the information is there. So quite simple. If you haven't got a QR code scanner already built into your camera on your Android phone, you can download one, very easy to find on Google Play. So get the code off the donor phone that is already connected to the internet, get a QR code scanner. If you haven't already got one built into the system, scan the code, that will give you the password. Important things to note: get the permission from the person who's paying the Wi-Fi bill, because Wi-Fi is not free. Get the permission from the guy who's going to give it, the person, sorry for assuming genders, who's going to donate the phone. As long as you do that and he's got permission to do all of this, then obviously you'll be, just to make sure we're all legal and whatever, I'm not treading on anybody's toes. That's it, nice and simple. Thanks very much for watching. Good night.